So yes, today it's going to be something related to 3D, 2D, those chapters. I hope you are having a very good idea about these concepts, about the line, the plane, their intersection, some point is there, maybe the image, these type of concepts or these type of problems comes in this chapter. So yes, we'll start with the first question. I think this chapter you have studied in both 11th and 12th. The coordinates of point of intersection of the line. They have given the line x plus 1 by 1 equal to y plus 3 by 3 equal to z minus 2 by minus 2. The point of intersection of line with plane is 3x plus 4y plus 5z equal to 5. The coordinates of point of intersection of the line with the plane. So just start doing this question. And it's actually, there is a probability that it is something like this. 1, 3, 2, 1, 3 minus 2, minus 1 minus 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. So you have to be really careful about the sign here. Is it 1, 3, 2, 1, 3 minus 2, minus 1 minus 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Even if you are having the answer 1, 3, 2, you have to be really careful about the signs. The coordinates at the point of intersection of the line and the plane. Okay. Yes, sign is very, very important because all the exams that you're going to write of different colleges or different universities, there is something called negative marking. You have to be very careful. So yes, I think 2 or 3 students have given me the answer. We'll start discussing it without further delay. I think option A and option B. Yes, I'll provide all these details towards the end, Vishant. Okay. I'll provide all the details towards the end of today's session. So yes, this is actually coordinates. I'm so sorry. Coordinates of the point of intersection. Okay. Coordinates of the point of intersection of this line and this plane. So I need to find the points of x, y, and z. So if I'm just assuming this is k, then what will be x? X will be k into 1 minus 1. Y will be 3k minus 3. Z will be minus 2k plus 2. So I got these values. Now these values I'll be able to substitute it here in the plane because I want to find the values of x, y, and z. So this will be 3 into k minus 1 plus 4 into 3k minus 3 minus 2 into, plus 5 into minus 2k plus 2. So once you substitute it, you can solve it and you'll be able to find out the value of k. Once you have the k, you have all these 3 values. Then it's easy to solve the question. Initially, I have the line and the plane. I have to find the values. I've just equated it to r, k, or t, whichever you want. And you have these values. So for x, it's k minus 1. So for y, it's 3k minus 3. For z, it's minus 2k plus 2. I've substituted it in the plane because in the question it is clearly given that point of intersection of the line with the plane. So that point is also passing through this, or that point remains in the plane. So when I'm substituting for it, I'll be able to find out the value of k. Here it is 3 into k minus 1, 4 into 3k minus 3, 5 into minus 2k plus 2. So this is 3k minus 3, this is 12k minus 12, this is minus 10k plus 10 equal to 5. Just solve this, you have the value of k. Once you have this value, you can just substitute back and you can find the values. So it's x, y, z. Here k is 2. So 2 minus 1, it's 1. 6 minus 3, it's 3. Then minus 2 into 2, it's minus 4 plus 2, that is minus 2. So this is how you have to solve this question. And the option is B. So whenever you are solving this question, you have to be careful about the sign. That is very, very important because most of the time, the options will be of this same format. It might be something that makes you confused. Because as somebody who is preparing the question, I want you to be, because I'm going to check you how much you have understood the concept. So I want you to be confused among the options. Sometimes you'll say A, you'll not think about the sign. So you have to be really careful. I hope this question is clear. And this is a very, very common and simple type of question that comes from this chapter. The very basic concept, and this often repeats in the examination. This concept with different value. Maybe there are 2 lines, just one plane. The concept might change. This is a very important basic part that you have to consider. Is this question clear? Can we move forward? Okay, there is somebody who wants me to repeat it. Okay, completely fine. I'll just quickly say this once again. Coordinate of point of intersection of the line and the plane. Okay, so there is a point of intersection that's happening between the line and the plane. I want to find the coordinates x, y, and z of that particular point. That's what the question is asking me to find out. Okay, so in order to find that, I have the line, I have the plane. When I'm equating, I'll be able to find the values of x, y, and z. That is already passing through this plane, so I'll be able to it's like, or that is there in the plane, so I'll be able to put those values in place of x, y, and z. So if I have those values, I'll be able to find out k. Then I'll be able to find the values of x, y, z. That's the point that the question is asking you to find out. I think you have been doing this type of questions in your textbooks also. So yes, this is the next question. I would say very, very famous question, which comes in different forms. It could be L square plus M square. This final term is different in different questions. So the next question is, if the line lies in the plane is Lx plus My minus Z equal to 9. What is L square plus M square? You have unknowns L and M. So for here, what are the values? It's actually -1 that's given because it's -1 Z. The line is given as x minus 3 by 2 equal to y plus 2 by -1 equal to z plus 4 by 3. And the plane is given as Lx plus My minus Z equal to 9. You have to find the value of L and M, and then you have to find the squares of them and add it. Okay. Sometimes you might have come across these problems, maybe with different values and all, but I just want you to understand that these type of problems repeats with little bit of change in the questions or little bit of change in the equations and everything. So just start doing the question the same way we have done the previous question. Why? Because line is already lying in the plane that is given. Equation of line and plane is given. So when you're substituting, your aim has to be to find the value of L, M, and then find the squares of both and then add it. And those students who are already here, just consider this as a revision class. Because you will be able to understand maybe what are the type of mistakes that I might do in the actual examination. So just consider this as a revision. Okay, I think two people have typed their answers. I think Kavya and Sneha. Okay, completely fine. I'm just waiting for you, more students to just come with the answer and then we'll discuss it. Okay. Think of the same concept that we have applied in the previous problem, but here we are having unknowns. So we have to find the two unknowns and then we have to solve it. Okay, there is an option C that is 5 here. Okay. There are two options as of now. It is option D and option C. I want both the option C and option D to recheck what you have done. I want both the set of students to recheck it. Okay. Okay. There are more of option D here. Okay. Completely fine. We'll just quickly discuss this question. So this is what is the equation of the line. It's just already lying in this plane that is given. So when this line lies in the plane, it's like there is a line. There is a chance that the line is perpendicular to the normal of the plane. Same concept we are going to use here. Here we know, let's assume maybe the points 3, 2, and 4, which is on the line that lies on the plane also. So I could just substitute it directly, right? Lying on the line also lies on the plane. So I can substitute it directly. So 3 minus 2m minus 4, here it will be something like 3l minus 2m. Z is actually minus 4. So it will be plus 4 equal to 9. So from this, I'll be able to, here I have written it. 3l minus 2m plus 4 equal to 9. So it's like 9 minus 4 is 5. So 3l minus 2m is equal to 5. Now the next part is direction ratios of this line and the plane. So they will be actually perpendicular to each other. So the dot product will be 0. That's the concept that we are going to use here. So the points are 2, minus 1, 3. And the other one is 1, m, and minus. So the product, it's like 12 minus m minus 3. That is equal to 0. So you are having two equations here. 3L minus 2M equal to 5 and 12 minus M minus 3 equal to 0. So you could just solve this. You could find out the value of 1, that is M, or L. You can substitute for both and you can find this. So here it's 3L minus 2M equal to 5 and here it's 12 minus M minus 3 equal to 0. So I've substituted for M, the whole M as 12 minus 3. So this is 3L minus, it's 4L minus, it's plus 6. So 3L minus 4L plus 6 equal to 5. So solving this, it's L and this is 1. So L is equal to 1. So if L is equal to 1, if I'm just substituting it here, it is minus 1 for M. So I have both of them as 1 and minus 1. So the square is obviously 1 plus 1, which is 2. So option D is the correct answer. Those students have given me option C. I want you to just recheck this. Okay. So I'll just show the answer once again. So you could just read it and analyze what is there. And then we'll move to the next question. Is this question clear? I hope there is no need for repetition because the concept is completely clear. Whatever is given in the question is completely clear. Sorry. The line which lies in the plane is also given. There are two unknowns. You have to find the squares and add both of them. So yes, just go through the explanation that's here and we'll move to the next one. Okay. We got the answer as 2. Yes, I hope we can move forward. This is also one question which is very interesting. Equation of a line, okay. And they have given it's the shortest distance between the other two lines. And these lines are x by 1 equal to y by minus 1 equal to z by 1. And the other line is x minus 1 by 0 equal to y plus 1 by minus 2 equal to z by 1. So whichever form you want it, if you want to convert it into the vector form and solve this question, it's completely fine. Or if you want to solve it in the same format, it is completely fine. And equation of the line of the shortest distance between these two lines. First one is x by 1 equal to y by minus 1 equal to z minus 1. Second line is x minus 1 by 0 equal to y plus 1 by minus 2 equal to z by 1. And it has to be in this format because when you're solving it, you have to check which format it's given. X by 1 equal to y by minus 1 equal to z by minus 2. That is first option. Second one is x minus 1 by 1 equal to y plus 1 by minus 1 equal to z by minus 2. Third option is x minus 1 by 1 equal to y plus 1 by minus 1 equal to z by 1. And the fourth option is x by minus 2 equal to y by 1 equal to z by 2. So yes, just start doing this question and once you have most probably the difficulty level might be similar to what we are discussing now. Because AAA exams are not that much tougher to that of JEE. The level is like a little bit lesser compared to the JEE examinations. If you're looking into the previous question paper, you'll get a better idea. I'll share you the links of everything that you're asking in the chat box, maybe towards the end of the session. Okay. So yes, so dear students, please start doing this. It's better to solve it this way itself because that's also an easy method rather than converting it into different forms and solve it. If you want to try, you can do something like a1 vector plus lambda b1 or a2 vector plus mu b2, something like that form. Then you'll have b1, b2. You can find the cross product. I have not received any answers, so I'm waiting for you to give us the answer and then we can move forward. Those students are raising their hands. If you have any queries, please do type it in the chat box. Okay. I could see some people raising hand and yes, in the chat box, there are students who are opting for option B and option A. Okay, completely fine. I think we'll just start discussing this question. Yes. So initially, you have just seen a figure where there are two lines and the shortest distance I've just mentioned. Okay, there is an option C also in the chat box, completely fine. So rather than converting it to the vector form and solving, this is the easiest one, which I feel that's why I've selected this. So you have two lines, L1 and L2. And we all know the shortest distance will be something of perpendicular. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to find the coordinates here. So if I'm assuming it is A1 or R1 and this one is R2, this will be something like R1 minus R1 and R1. And this will be something like 1 minus R2 minus 1. This is minus R2 minus 1. This is just 1 because R2 into 0 plus 1. Okay. Now this is something like R2. So you have the coordinates for A and B. I've just substituted it. I'm just going to find out. I've just substituted it as R1. So this is R1. This is minus R1. This is R1. Here it is R2 into 0 plus 1. This is minus 2R2 minus 1. This is R2. Now, when it comes to finding the direction ratios of the line, for the first one, it is 1 minus 1, 1. And for the second one, it's 0 minus 2, 1. So here in this, you'll be able to find out, if you're considering the points as A and B, you'll be able to find out AB. Here you have these 2 points, right? So 1 minus R1 minus 2R2 minus 1 plus R1, R2 minus R1. So once you have this line with the coordinates AB and you have the ratios for the line 1, you can just make the comparison and you can solve it. So with line 1 and AB and line 2 and AB. So yes, this is line 1, this is line 2. So 1 into 1 minus R1 plus minus 1 into minus 2R2 plus 1. Okay, this will be minus because it's minus 1. So 2R2 plus 1 minus R1 and this will be R2 minus R1. Same way you'll have an equation and same way you can solve this. So the first term is gone. This is minus 2 into minus 2R2 minus 1 plus R1 and this is 1 into R2 minus R1. So you have two equations in the terms of R2 and R1. Solving this, you'll be able to find out R1 and R2. We can substitute back. So this is the second equation. So in both the equations, you could see it's 3R1, 3R1. So this will get cancelled. Initially, you can find R2. This is like 5R2 minus 3R2. It's 2R2. That's 2. So it's going to be 0. And the second case, when you're finding out R1, you have 2 by 3. So you got the values of R1 and R2, right? So it will be 1 minus 1, 0 because here you have to substitute it for this coordinate. You have to substitute it for this one. R1 minus R1, R1. And this is 1 minus 2 R2 minus 1 R2. So you got the values for both the A and B after solving it. Once you have this, it's just substituting it for the equation. So x minus 1 by 2 by 3 minus 1. Y minus 1 by minus 2 by 3 plus 1. Then this is z minus 0 by 2 by 3 minus 0. So you have the equation. You have to rearrange it in such a way that you have to get the option. So this is x minus 1 by 2 by 3 minus 1. That is minus 1 by 3. This is y plus 1 by 1 by 3. This is z minus 0 by 2 by 3. So you'll be able to write this as x minus 1 by minus 1, y plus 1 by 1, and z minus 0 by 2. Now, comparing with the options, what you'll get is the option B. So yes, I'll just show this question once again because I think I have seen some comments in the chat box. So just go through what I have done. And then if you have any queries, please do post it. I hope this question is clear. This part is clear. Okay. I'll come to your queries towards the end of the session. Is this question clear? I'll just show it once again and please do start doing. About the line 1, line 2, how I have taken the coordinates, how I have found the direction ratios, I have found the line, I have compared it with both of them, A1 and A2. Then I have found the relations, I have solved it, I have substituted, I have back substituted it and I got the answer. I just want all of you to revisit the question, make it clear before we move towards the next one. And one more thing, sometimes some of these questions that we are solving today might be new to you, but there is nothing to worry. What you can do is, in the coming 10 days, start practicing as many questions as you can. Okay. Yes, okay, I'm so sorry. I'll show the remaining portions also. We have been doing this, then the relation of the line 1 and the perpendicular part. Similarly, for the relation 2, the line 2 and their relation. Is this question clear? I want you to give me some idea whether it's clear or do you want me to repeat it? Then we can move forward. I think Adityan, Bhagya, Madhav, uh, Mridalini, I want just you to give me an idea whether this question is clear to all of you. Do you want me to repeat it further? It's just for my understanding. I hope you have seen this question, this type of questions in your school itself. Because during the chapter where there is relations between the line and the plane, these type of questions mostly occur. Yes, completely fine. Okay, yes, we'll move towards the next question. Thank you. Yes. This is also an easy question. Okay. Distance of the point 102 from the point of intersection of the line and the plane. Distance of this point. So initially what you have to do? Distance of the point 102 from the point of intersection of the line and the plane. The line is x minus 2 by 3 equal to y plus 1 by 4 equal to z minus 2 by 12. And plane is x minus y plus z equal to 16. So find the point of intersection of the line and plane that you all know. Then the distance between these 2 points. It's very easy. Initially, find point of intersection of this line and plane. So you'll have some points. Then the distance between 2 points. It's just simple formula. So yes, please do start doing this question. And once you have completed, please do type that in the chat box. It's the distance of the point from point of intersection of line and plane. So initially start with doing point of intersection of line and plane and then find the distance. So once you've completed it, or if you're having any queries in between, please do type that in the chat box. Okay, I think there are a lot of, okay. Is it 13? Okay, I think 2, 3 or 4 students have typed and all of them are like, it's D, option D. Completely fine. We'll just check it. Option D is 13, option C is 5, option B is 3 root 12, and option D is 2 root 14. Yes. I think there are more. Okay. So for everyone, it's option D only. Completely fine. Navanita. Okay. Completely fine. So yes, it's a very simple question, but it often comes in examination. This type of questions are also there. Okay. So initially, this is the line, and you have the plane, this one. So here, if you're assuming it, you'll be able to find the coordinates of the, it's like coordinate of any point on the line. So if this is k, then it will be 3k plus 2. This is 4k minus 1, and this is 12k plus 2. So if you have this coordinates, you'll be able to satisfy this plane. So you can substitute it here. So this is 3k plus 2 minus 4k minus 1 plus 12k minus 2. You'll have the value of k. Now, once you have k, you can resubstitute it back, right? And you'll be able to find the coordinate. Then use the distance formula, find the distance between both of them. So here, I hope up to this it's clear. If I'm substituting it for k, then x is 3k plus 2. This is 4k minus 1. This is 12k plus 2. So I have this. I can substitute it here. This is 3k plus 2 minus 4k plus 1 plus 12k plus 2 equal to 16. So here it's 5. This is 2. This is 1. This is 2. So it's 5. Here it's 15 minus 4k. It's 11k. So 11k plus 5 equal to 16. 11k equal to 11. That's k equal to 1. So if k equal to 1, this is 5. This is 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. 12 into 1 plus 2 is 14. So you have this. So you got the point of intersection of the line and the plane. You have the value 531. What is actually the point that's given in the question? In order to find the distance, the point that's given in the question is 102. So you can simply use distance formula 5 minus 1 the whole square plus 3 minus 0 the whole square plus 14 minus 2 the whole square. It's 16 plus, I'm so sorry, I forgot. turn this plus here. So it's 5 minus 1 the whole square, it's 4 square plus 3 minus 0 the whole square, that is 3 square plus 14 minus 2 the whole square, which is equal to 12 square. So this is 16 plus 9 plus 144, that is 169, which is equal to 13. So yes, I hope this question is clear to all of you. Is this question clear? Okay, I hope it's a very easy question and okay, then it's completely fine. Now I think we'll move to the next question. Yes. This is also a very simple question. Consider the line L1 and L2. The unit vector perpendicular to both the lines L1 and L2. Very simple or easy category question which comes in examination. Okay. Yeah. L1 is given as x plus 1 by 3 equal to y plus 2 by 1 equal to z plus 1 by 2. L2 is given as x minus 2 by 1 equal to y plus 1 by 2 equal to z minus 3 by 2. The unit vector perpendicular to both L1 and L2. The question is asking for unit vector perpendicular to both L1 and L2. So yes, please do start doing it. If you have those two lines L1 and L2, that too in the Cartesian form, you have to find out the unit vector. So what is actually the form? It's B1 into B2, right? The initial vector form that you could find is A1 plus lambda B1 and A2 plus mu B2. Something like that you have studied. So if the equation that is given is x plus 1 by 3 equal to y plus 2 by 1 equal to z plus 1 by 2, then your A1 will be like minus I, yes, minus I plus 2j plus k plus lambda into it's 3i plus j plus 2k. So similarly, you have to find B2 for the B2 and A2 for the L2, and then you can solve it. So yes, I have just taken the vector part only so that it's easy for us to solve. So for the B2 part, it is 3i plus j plus 2k, and this is I plus 2j plus 3k. So I have both of them, that is B1 and B2 from the initial format. So what is it? I'm just going to find the cross of it. So this will be ijk, 3, 1, 2 and 1, 2, 3. So in the matrix itself, we can solve it and you'll get this. So from the matrix itself, if you're solving it, you have this term divided by the unit vector is root of squares of this 1 square plus 7 square plus 5 square. So the minus I minus 7j plus 5k divided by root of 75, which is 5 root 3. Very simple as well as very easy question. So I want all of you to just recheck the question because I think there are people who has given me option C and option A also. Okay. I'll just show this once again. Please check it. Yes. If you want, you have to convert the whole thing for listeners only. I've just taken the B part. I hope this question is clear. Can we move forward, dear children? Atul, I just want you to recheck it again. Okay. Completely fine. Yes. This is I would say, wonderful question. The image of the line, this is the line, in the plane is the line. Okay. Just read the question once again. The image of the line in the plane is the line. The image of the line x minus 1 by 3 equal to y minus 3 by 1 equal to z minus 4 by minus 5 in the plane 2x minus y plus z plus 3 is equal to 0 is the line. Which among it? This is the line. X minus 3 by minus 3 equal to y plus 5 by minus 1, z minus 2 by 5, which is equal to z minus 2 by 5, or is it x plus 3 by 3, y minus 5 by 1, z minus 2 by minus 5. The third option is x plus 3 by minus 3 equal to y minus 5 by minus 1 equal to z plus 2 by 5. Fourth option is x minus 3 by 3 equal to y plus 5 by 1 equal to z minus 2 by minus 5. Just check the options. It's just the same thing with difference in signs. So you have to be very, very careful when you're solving this. That's why I have read all the options. It's just x and 3, y and 5, z and 2. And in the denominator, it's just 3, 1 and 5. It's just the combinations of that. If this is the line, this is the plane, and this is the image of the line and the plane, you have to find the equation of this one. That's what the question is asking you to find. Think on what or how you can do it. You have a line, you have a plane, there is a relation here, and you have to find out this one. So yes, just start doing and give me the idea how we can solve it. I hope you have started doing it. Okay, I think somebody has typed the answer in the chat box. Okay. Okay, completely fine. I think I'll start discussing it. That will be easy. And then you can start solving. Okay. So when are these questions comes, you have to think what is there available for you. You have a line, you have a plane. An image of that line and plane is, that is what you have to find. So there is a line, there is a plane, there is a line or the image of the line. So all of them are parallel to each other. So initially from where I'll start with is, I'll just take a point on the line 1, 3, and 4. And I'll be able to find out the equation of the normal to the plane through the point. So this is something like x minus 1 by 2 equal to y minus 1 by, y minus 3 by minus 1 is equal to z minus 4 by 1. Because I have here 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1 and 1. So if I'm assuming it as k, I'll be able to just find the values initially. So yes, just have a look at it. So the first one is x minus 1 by 2 is equal to k. So from this, I have an x term here, y minus 3 by minus 1 equal to k. So y minus 3 equal to minus k. So y equal to 3 minus k. Similarly, I have a z term. So what I have the coordinates of x, y, and z here. The same way we have done the previous question, because I'm just going to find out the relation initially. I'm just going to substitute it here. I have the value of k. If I'm having the value of k, I can substitute it back and I can find the points. So this is 2 minus 2 plus 1, that is minus 1. This is 3 minus minus 1, that is 4. And this is minus 1 plus 4, that is 3. So I got the points as minus 1, 4, 3. If I have both of the points, it's just x1 plus x2 by 2. So minus 1 is equal to, the first value I know, 1 plus x1 by 2. The second one is 4, which is 3 into y1 by 2. And the fourth one is 3, which is equal to 4 plus z1 by 2. So I'll be able to find out x1, y1, z1. Now I have everything, I just have to substitute it. So the coordinates are 3, 5, 2. So x minus minus 3 is x plus 3, y minus 5, z minus 2. Here it's x plus 3 by 3, y minus 5 by 1, and z minus 2 by minus 5. I'll just show this question once again. And if you are doubtful at any point of time, it's like any portion, when you're looking into the answer, please do ask. There is a line, there is a plane, image of line in the plane. So I have to consider the point on the line. I could substitute it for k. I have the 3 values. I can find the way, find the k. I could resubstitute it back. I could find the point or the value. I can substitute and I can have the equation. So yes, I'll just show this again. Do you have any queries, dear children? So I'm just substituted it for k. I got the values. I have substituted back. And I have just assigned the points. I got the answer. Is this question clear? Do you want me to repeat it further? I think, Renali, can you give me a reply whether this question is clear? Do you want me to repeat it? Amrita, Ashwin, Gogul, Madhav, what is the status? Okay. Now, I think no one has typed anything here. Okay. So just look at it again. The initial one, what I have done is, I can get, or I'll be able to understand that this is the point which lies on the line. So I'll be able to redirect it or rewrite this equation as x minus 1 by 2 is equal to y minus 3 by minus 1 equal to z minus 4 by 1. I'm substituting for k. I'm finding out the value of k. I'm resubstituting back and I'm having this is the k terms. I'm substituting it in the plane the same way we have to do. Then I'm finding out the k. I have the x, y, z. Now we have to find the image. So when it comes to that, we have the points minus 1, 4, and 3. So x is equal to, you have a term plus x1 by 2. Same like plus y1 by 2 plus z1 by 2. So I'm just going to substitute for 1, 3, and 4. It's already here. I think I'll just show you. This is the point which already lies on the line. So I'm taking the point on the line. And then the point that I've considered with the plane that I've found here, x, y, z. I'm just going to substitute it here and you can find the equation. Equation of the image on the plane can be x plus 3 by 3 equal to y minus 5 by 1 equal to z minus 2 by minus 1. So yes, I hope this part is clear. And now I think, yes, there are a lot of queries that's there in the chat box, which is something related to the strategies, how I should write the exam and all of them. So yes, I know your exam starts from May 2nd to 12th. So yes, slot booking and everything will start soon and you'll receive information regarding that. The one thing is, don't ever stick on to something. If you have started with mathematics, don't think like, yeah, that 1 hour, 1.5 hours, I'll be completely doing mathematics. So initial start of the examination, I just want you to dedicate some time and just visit some questions of physics, chemistry, and mathematics. Just you can click it and you can see all the questions and you can decide, yeah, which subject I'm going to attend first. And please do focus that you're not spending much more time on just a single question. That is very, very important. If you're losing 3 to 4 minutes or 5 minutes in just a single question, your time of revisiting the other question will be very less. And when it comes to English, if there is last 1 minute also, you can write all the five questions that's there in English. So choose wisely where to spend time, where not to spend time. And if you feel, yeah, you are taking more time, just hold it. There will be an option, right? Click for review or something like that. And then go to the other question and solve. And dear children, please understand that there is nothing like minimum mark to get into Amrita. Even if somebody is able to score 1 or 2 or 3 mark in the examination, they'll also have a percentile. Because whoever is able to score the highest mark, they'll be mapped to the 100 percentile. So it's not like 300 marks. Somebody is able to score 300 marks out of 300 and that person is just the, I would say 100 percentile. It's not like that. Maybe if the exam goes tough and the students are able to score only 250, then that 250 or the 220 is the 100 percentile. That's how the mapping happens. And yes, it's there is nothing to worry. You have enough time, just 10 to 15 days before the examination. I don't know when you will be booking the slot. So I'm saying just more than 10 days for the examination. Practice as much as problems as you can. Just take 5 or 6 problems of one chapter, just start doing it. Okay. Now, yes, I'll just type. You can check for the channel Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. I have just typed it in the chat box and here you can get all the videos. The name is of the university name itself, Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham. And here you can get the videos of the crash course and all. Okay. And the previous year question papers, please do refer amritacbtpractice.in. I'm also typing that, amritacbtpractice.in, where you can get the previous year question papers. And maybe for the initial 5 or 10 questions, if you're looking, maybe you might feel it's previous JE. But when you closely observe the values, everything might be different. And even there are some questions of AEEE also. It's not at all JE questions. Those are the previous year questions of AEEE itself. Okay. So yes, that's all for today's session. And next session will be on Thursday, the coming Thursday. That is 25th. And that will be the final session, our final session before AEEE. So yes, start practicing, start utilizing all the time that you have because it's just 10 or 15 days of hard work that is remaining. So yes, completely fine. All the best to all of you, and I hope you'll join for the next session also. And I think I have given you the links, and also I have answered almost all the queries. Do you have any further queries? If so, please do type. Otherwise, I think I'll just, okay. That link is there in the chat box. Please check the chat box. Okay, that is very, very important. Oh, completely fine. So thank you, dear children. Practice more. All the best. See you on the next class. It's not about focusing on the theory. It's just purely problem solving. And you could just go through the website. There is information handbook. You can get the syllabus. In that, you could see the portions of 11th and 12th are of equal importance. It's not like more questions will come from 12th and all. It's of equal importance on. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Yes, problem solving for physics or chemistry is also available in the channel that I've mentioned, which is Amrita Vidyapitham. Okay then. Yeah. Thank you, children. Thank you all.